My name is Kendra, and I'd like to welcome you to Christianbook.com's Weekly Insider. This week, we're taking a look at books that make theology accessible to anyone, including Dug Down Deep by Joshua Harris, Systematic Theology, An Introduction to Biblical Doctrine, and Christian Beliefs, 20 Basics Every Christian Should Know, both by Wayne Grudem, Basic Theology by Charles C. Ryrie, and Consise Theology by J.I. Packer. If you've never been thrilled by theology, we think you'll find something in this edition of the Weekly Insider that will inspire you to delve into this important topic. And if you love theology, you'll be sure to find some handy additions to add to your library. Let's get started. First up is Dug Down Deep. In this book, the author of I Kiss Dating Goodbye brings us the ultimate down-to-earth theology. In Dug Down Deep, Joshua Harris uses his own story to show how theology is essential to our spiritual lives. In his own words, I didn't understand that seemingly worn-out words like theology, doctrine, and orthodoxy were the pathway to the mysterious, awe-filled experience of truly knowing the living Jesus Christ. Dug Down Deep will be available on February 1st. You can pre-order it at Christianbook.com for $14.99. Next up are two books by Wayne Grudem. A leading evangelical theologian, Grudem is a distinguished scholar and a perennially best-selling author, having written or edited 17 books. While there are many introductory books on theology, Grudem's Systematic Theology is unique in the clarity of his exposition. Anyone can access this book, understand it, and immediately appropriate what is being said without further study. Many introductory books on systematic theology require the reader to find other introductory works, but Grudem's provides all the essentials in readable language. For instance, in naming his chapters, Grudem does not use terms like ecclesiology or eschatology. He uses doctrine of the church or doctrine of the future. Grudem's continual emphasis on presenting theology with clarity from an evangelical perspective allows Grudem to stay organized, coherent, and most importantly, accessible to all readers. Christian Beliefs, 20 Basics Every Christian Should Know is similar to systematic theology, but is even more basic for those with little to no theological understanding. It's perfect for youth groups, youth Sunday schools, or new believers classes. Every chapter title is a what is question. For example, what is the Bible? Within each chapter is a brief explanation of the doctrine, justification for it, why it is important to believe, and questions for further thought and discussion. Now let's move on to Basic Theology by Charles C. Ryrie. Ryrie is an exceptionally prolific and best-selling Christian author. He has written over 30 books, including the hugely popular Ryrie Study Bible. He was Dean of Doctoral Studies at Dallas Theological Seminary and President of Philadelphia Bible College, and received his PhD from the University of Edinburgh in Scotland. He is an instrumental and pioneering figure in the dispensationalist movement and is an internationally recognized scholar and Bible teacher who has trained thousands for the ministry. In Basic Theology, Ryrie not only aims to teach theology, he wants to make disciples. He has two objectives. The first is to critique theological positions that differ from modern conservative evangelical theology. Second, Ryrie lays out a deliberately systematic and evangelical theology in accordance with Scripture. Ryrie addresses the traditionally important doctrines of theology, but adds treatments of angels, the devil, and demons, reflecting the significance of spiritual warfare in more conservative evangelical theology. His emphasis on spiritual warfare is a distinct element of this book. It also features a glossary of theological terms and an index of key passages for study. There can be no doubt that Ryrie's premillennial dispensationalism plays a large role in his teaching on the end times in this volume. Our final selection today is Consise Theology by J.I. Packer. He has written or contributed to more than 50 books, serves as an executive editor of Christianity Today, and is currently Professor Emeritus at Regent College. He is commonly considered to be the most influential evangelical theologian since 1950. In Consise Theology, he communicates theology under the rubric of the ways in which God can be known, or in the ways in which God reveals himself. Packer covers traditional doctrines through the lens of revelation, a distinctively reformed manner of interpreting theology. There are four main categories: God as creator, God as redeemer, God revealed as Lord of grace, and God revealed as Lord of destiny. Under each of these, the appropriate sub-doctrines are discussed. Packer emphasizes that the short essays in the book are not only central to the faith, but should inspire worship. That's all we have time for today. Remember, to find the books you've seen today, visit Christianbook.com/weeklyinsider. And for more theology books, visit Christianbook.com/theology. Until next time, have a great week and God bless.